Imagine a slippery tentacle of a still-living octopus in your throat. This means you are trying one of the many Vietnamese delicacies. After watching this video, you will learn about many secrets of this country hidden from the eyes. If your perception of Vietnam is mostly based on memes about the war, then you will be surprised by these facts. The history of Vietnam began with ancient civilizations that left their mark in cultural and historical terms. Kingdoms such as Champa and Dai Viet flourished, leaving behind magnificent temples and citadels. The Nguyen era and the colonial period under French rule added complexity to Vietnam's historical landscape, making their adjustments to cultural development. Of course, the Vietnam War holds a special place in history, but not such that you could afford to laugh about. It became a symbol of the courage and resilience of the Vietnamese people in the face of trials. This period left an indelible mark on the nation's consciousness, while also contributing to deep social and political changes. Today, the country is proud of its heritage, actively developing tourism to showcase its achievements in urban planning and high technology, which have come with the influx of Western investment into the country. Remember I told you about eating live octopuses in Vietnam? Well, besides them, people also eat live fish, crabs, and snails. They also drink wine steeped on a snake corpse, the so-called snake wine. You can try all these delicacies in cozy street vendor shops, which can be found everywhere on the streets of Hanoi and other cities. Be careful trying local delicacies, as your stomach may not be sturdy enough. And sometimes tourists have died from diarrhea in local toilets, unfamiliar to Western guests. Scared? Don't be afraid. You will still be able to find your miracle in this country. The incomparable beauty of Vietnamese women embodies all the mystery and charm of this land. These women, with their illuminating gazes, reflecting 1,000 years of history and cultural diversity of the country, and dark hair gently falling like silk waterfalls, stand as symbols of refinement and uniqueness. It will not be surprising at all if you want to marry her forever. Traditional Vietnamese weddings, where brides in national Ao Dai costumes resemble figures from long-forgotten tales, only emphasize the impeccable beauty of Vietnamese women. Their exquisite style and natural elegance, complemented by elements of modernity, create a unique atmosphere where every moment is filled with meaning and beauty. In addition to their external beauty, Vietnamese women are renowned for their intellectual achievements. The poet Ho Xuan Huang left a significant mark on the entire Asian culture, gaining fame for her lyrical poems that reflect deep emotional experiences, love, sorrow, and contemplations on social issues. Actress Ngo Thanh Van starred as resistance pilot Paige Tico in Star Wars, highlighting the harmonious blend of beauty and intelligence in Vietnamese women. This is highly valued by both local and foreign men. Stories of Vietnamese couples who cherish love and understanding reveal how wonderfully the beauty of Vietnamese women combines with their spirit's strength and warmth of heart. These stories, filled with love and optimism, prove that true beauty is not limited to appearance, but is a reflection of the soul's depth and the inner world of Vietnamese citizens. The cultural and social richness of this country, alive in its green rice fields, ancient traditions, and dynamic societal structure, represents a unique interweaving of historical depth and modern development aspirations. This heritage is evident in every corner of Vietnamese cities and villages, from the bustling streets of Hanoi to the quiet alleys of Hoi An, where history engages in an endless dialogue with the present, creating a unique landscape of life. Speaking of motorcycles, did you know that this is one of the favorite means of transportation here? Hence, the word stream I used here is not coincidental. The streets of Vietnam literally flow with rivers of motorcycles, sometimes even violating traffic rules, which can scare inexperienced pedestrians and drivers. Be careful. Travelers navigating through the narrow alleys of Old Hanoi feel themselves part of an eternal story, where ancient temples coexist with modern cafes and traditional markets meet contemporary art galleries. In Hoi An, where the streets are enveloped in the aura of past centuries, modern art and crafts demonstrate the continuous connection between past and present, offering visitors a unique experience of immersing in culture and history. As evening falls, Vietnam is illuminated by the soft light of lamps and lanterns, highlighting the beauty of its architecture and nature, inviting everyone to enjoy the sophistication of local cuisine in cozy cafes and restaurants. The atmosphere of hospitality and friendliness welcomes guests, offering them to dive into the world of Vietnamese traditions, where every meal turns into a celebration, bringing friends and families closer through conversations about the past, present, and future. Night in Vietnam will make your heart beat faster. Quiet alleys transform into meeting and entertainment places, where cafes and bars are open to everyone wishing to plunge into the world of Vietnamese music, dance, and casual conversation. The energy of the night unites people of different ages and cultures, showing that Vietnam is not only the guardian of millennia-old traditions, but also a country that knows how to enjoy every moment. Therefore, be friendly, respond with a smile to a smile, and you will be met with the same. In every village and city of Vietnam, from the hidden corners of Hanoi, filled with the stories of many generations, to the vibrant waterfronts of Da Nang, where life pulsates in a modern rhythm, lies a unique story. Here in the soul of Asia, every day brings new discoveries and encounters, turning Vietnam not just into a point on the map, but into a living organism enriched with culture, history, and a drive towards the future. However, not everything is as rosy as it may seem. There are problems as well. Despite its rich cultural heritage and uniqueness, Vietnam faces a number of contemporary challenges that impact its society and economy. Economic growth, though impressive, comes with issues such as uneven income distribution and urbanization, leading to overcrowded cities and pressure on infrastructure. The stench from factories and non-ecological motorcycles is a significant issue. Environmental problems also have a substantial impact on Vietnam. Water and air pollution, as well as the effects of climate change, threaten the country's agriculture and coastlines. Fighting the consequences of floods and typhoons is becoming an increasingly priority task for ensuring safety and sustainable development. Migration and social integration issues are also relevant for Vietnam, as the country welcomes both internal and external migrants seeking employment and a better life in cities. Creating conditions for successful integration and supporting minorities and vulnerable population groups require careful approach and the development of effective programs. In response to these challenges, Vietnam is adopting strategic measures to stimulate economic growth, reduce poverty, and improve the quality of life of its citizens. Reforms in education, healthcare, and social protection are aimed at creating a more inclusive and equitable society. Efforts to protect the environment and transition to sustainable development are supported both nationally and internationally, highlighting Vietnam's commitment to achieving long-term sustainability. In the magic of Vietnamese lands, a whole universe of stories and cultural traditions is hidden, inviting everyone to become part of its unique narrative. From the emerald waters of Ha Long Bay to the lush rice terraces of Sapa, from the bustling streets of Hanoi to the tranquil canals of the Mekong, every region opens up pages of Vietnamese history, rich and multifaceted. Dive into the world of Vietnamese myths and legends, exploring ancient pagodas and temples, where each reliquary and statue holds centuries-old secrets. Discover the mastery of Vietnamese folk art and crafts by visiting local markets and workshops, where art is passed down from generation to generation. And don't miss the opportunity to try the Vietnamese exotic mentioned at the beginning of the video. Step into cozy Vietnamese cafes and tea houses, where each sip of traditional Vietnamese coffee with condensed milk or freshly brewed green tea tells a story of local flavors and traditions. These places are not just tourist spots, but living spaces for meetings, where locals and visitors share stories, ideas, and the warmth of their hearts. Visit musical and cultural festivals held throughout the country all year round, from picturesque performances of traditional water puppet theater to thrilling open-air music festivals. Vietnam dances to its unique rhythm, inviting everyone to join its rich cultural feast. Traveling in Vietnam also offers the opportunity to merge with nature. Walk or cycle through national parks, such as Phong Nha Ke Bang or Cat Tien, where majestic landscapes, rushing rivers, and quiet trails allow you to momentarily escape the hustle and bustle and immerse yourself in a world of natural beauty and tranquility. Ending your journey through Vietnam, be sure to explore unique hot springs and spa resorts, such as the Mui Ne Mineral Springs or the Nha Trang Spa Resort, known for their healing properties and health and relaxation treatments. These places offer not only relaxation and rejuvenation, but also introduce you to the nuances of Vietnamese resort culture, where healthcare is paramount. A journey through Vietnam promises to be full of discoveries and new impressions, leaving deep marks in the soul and heart. Don't miss the chance to dive into this amazing world and share your stories and impressions. Be sure to visit Vietnam and watch the video that will appear on your screen. I'm sure you will like it. Until we meet again.